You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much a one thing, good for nothing. Too much a good thing, never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up with PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams. Tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhawks. Tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. This thing is becoming out of hand. It's time this damn nonsense stop. If you don't sing a PNM song, from Skinner Park you'll be dropped. Calypsonian could have sing what they want. We were the spokesman for the people. Eric Duffy, Chambers Dunphy. When Kamala drunk, how she like to pee. Calypsonian know that's no way to go. Too much happening in we country. All this killing spree, young woman body, but only about PNM you could sing. All them songs playing on the radio, all you singing with Kamala do. But when PNM do a wrong thing, I ain't hearing a word from you. I want to ring my bell, wake up Mother Carcel. Every Monday she preach on Wack Radio and is the biggest critic of Calypso. Ring my bell for Patsy and Joni. I want them two cultural lovers to know not only PNM song is Calypso. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. Crime will never stop in this country once black people belly empty. How could a man work in CPEP maintain his whole family? All you say the past regime was so bad, so much wrong thing they done to we. Now that PNM take over, why poor people going hungry? When PNM win, all African grin. Now we get back we country. All they doing is complaining and ain't doing nothing for we. The mess already made, don't sit in the shade and ponder on we problem. Get off your ass and do it fast and find a way to solve them. I want to ring my bell, wake up Randolph Burrows. Tell him among all past police commissioners, up to now it's he I prefer. Ring my bell, wake up the Lord Bryna. Tell him the state of Calypso today is a good thing he passed away. If I have no rights to privacy, well, it's best I take off my clothes. Please apologize, Mr. AG, for uttering those silly words. When Munilal say, hush your stink mouth, the whole country come down on heat. Nobody tell him but nothing for calling a man stupidity. Please don't get me wrong, I am PNM strong. I will stand defend my party. But when my pocket dry and empty, everyone is my enemy. All you take with Carnival Village, no Calypsonian can't make a cent. Great is the PNM, I go sing that and pay my rent. Ring my bell. We can take down this one. I want to hear this. So much of educated black people that was born here in this island, because lack of opportunity migrated to a foreign land. When I was small, in every school hall, Eric William face you could see. Now every 5 years a new PNM, you can't identify nobody. When UNC was there, Barack Podebe, they take care of their people. Why you can't do the same thing and stop African from seeing trouble? PNM come and PNM go, it's the same plight of my people. Stop suffering the poor man and make it for young bandit here in this land.
You've got to say yes. You've got to say yes. Say yes, I say. God bless a man. Nothing must stop you. When God bless a man. Satan may attack you, my friend. When God bless a man. He's gonna back you. When God bless a man. That man must stand. He must stand, I say. Oh, nothing must stop you. Jehovah said he's gonna back you, my friend. Oh yes, oh yes, Satan may attack you. That man must stand. He must stand. Nothing must stop you. Jehovah said he's gonna back you, my friend. Oh yes, oh yes. Satan may try to attack you. That man must stand. He must stand. He must stand. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatanius, Venuranius, Saturnanius, Jupitanius, Sunuranius. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't matter what planet you're from. If you wear a mauve t-shirt, a green t-shirt, a Zello t-shirt, doesn't matter what color t-shirt you're from, what color t-shirt you wear, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And let me bring in 1/3 of the DAT Triplets, no other than Tommy E. Marshall, the Commissioner of Newark, Nesbitt Boy. Tommy, welcome.
Good evening, family. It's always a pleasure to be in the village. Looking forward to a nice, beautiful night.
Yeah, well, it's always looking forward.
Oh, fantabulous, marvelous night in the village. You know how it does go.
Yes, no
So how
doubt.
was your day, Tony?
Well, these days
How
are
was your day?
challenging, but I'm getting through. I've gotten through most of it. Now, this is probably the highlight or high point of the day. But these days are very challenging.
Yeah, I sometimes, when you say these things, I don't know. We all have challenges that we go through. Some of us have a little more difficult challenges than others. But it is go, man. It's every day above dirt is a great day. You know what I mean?
Correct. And you have to be thankful. In all things, I give thanks.
Yeah. I just give thanks, for being able. Boy, I run 5 miles yesterday, 5.1 miles yesterday. But I was like, man, something was just. I went outside, Tommy, and something. I say, listen, I will do 3 miles, right? So I get to 2 miles, and I say, nah, boy, I will go 4. I get to 4 miles. I say, nah, Tommy, boy, I go in 5. I end up going 5.1 years, boy.
Whoa! Yesterday I didn't do that much. I walked around that parking lot when you pass Eaton Hall. You know that park on the right there.
Grove Place, Grove Street Park. Yeah.
Right. I walked around that park twice. That's what I did yesterday. For
No, that
exercise.
anything you can get out there and do a little bit of walking, a little bit of jogging, anything like that, is really fantastic, man. The days I go, even if I just go out and run 2 miles, I'm happy just being able to run 2 miles. I mean, after I take that juice, man, I had some serious challenges, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother.
You're ready for the world after that, right?
Oh boy. Well, no, what it is that after I take the juice, I had some serious challenges trying to run, man. No joke, man.
Oh,
Some days I could have some days I could have just go out and run a mile and that's it. And I used to be thankful. That's all I could have done. All I could have done.
wow.
2 days after I took the juice, man, the day after, Tommy, I could only run 1 lap on the track, a quarter mile. That's it. No further.
Make you really wonder about the juice, right?
That's all I could have. 1 lap, Tommy. I ain't lying to you. And that lap was about a 12-minute pace.
Wow.
And it's at some days, boy, I finished running, boy, and I tell you, man, it's but I never regret doing it though. You know what I mean? I never regret doing it.
You're back to normal now.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm back to normal now, and take things one day at a time, and every day I go out there, I'm very happy. But yeah, I could go out and run 5-6 miles now, but it take a little bit for me just to get back to there. But folks, just so you know that Diana is not going to be joining us tonight. She's on a sabbatical. And she'll be joining us on Thursday. She'll be back joining us on Thursday. So, it's in the village with the DAT doublets tonight. It's not the triplets.
No doubt.
It's the doublets, but we could hold it down. We could hold it down.
It's the act.
Yes, correct is right. So of course, Tommy, it's always between Nadia and Takesha. So Nadia kind of get back on the pace. In running with us, say you had to stay on the pace. Nadia get back on the pace because Takesha was, I feel the earlier Senate, Takesha does have the early radar, and Nadia have the kind of later radar. You know what I mean? Because I sent this one about 5:30 something. So Nadia was
enough love to both of them, to Nadia and Takesha.
Yeah.
As I said, they are sweethearts.
Yeah. Correct is right.
You hear that noise? That's rain falling outside.
That's rain, boy? Wow.
Yep.
Wow, interesting. So Nadia said good night, Ansem. Good night to Tommy. Yeah. Diana Benskin, good night. Yeah. Good night. We had to get these things out anyway. Takesha, good night. I think I want to remove this here. Let me get rid of this. This does make a little noise there. All right. So of course the night in the village second was Lana, boy. Lana creeping up, boy. Bless good night to my village family. Good night to you, Lana. Lana said good night to Tony, Ansem, Diana, to Keisha. Oh God. Rennie, Nadia said good night. Rennie, good night. Love, Ken, John, Albert, Troy, Smith, Ellis. Good night, brother. Hey, Tommy, I feel a fella named Anderson will join us tonight. I just have a feeling, I have a feeling. Because your wife take away your phone for some days now, and he couldn't really join us. But I feel tonight he back in his saddle.
Is it okay to say? Is it okay to say that his wife took his phone?
Yeah. His wife take his phone. Is the other partner?
Okay.
The other partner would have said his wife took his instruments.
Okay.
But Anderson and Troy Smith, both of them, their wife take their phone. They just take their phone. What is Anderson? Wife name again? Akira. And I forget what Troy Smith wife name is. I forget. Oh God, look, all of a sudden, boy, Albert Montano saying good evening to Nadia separately. Good evening to Keisha separate. Oh God, he said good evening to Nadia twice, Look. 1, 2, boy, twice. Albert, boy, what is going on, Albert?
Hey, we have lover boys and sweethearts in the village. That's what's going on.
Yeah. He asking Nadia if Tanapuna safe now to go in the market. Nadia not from Tanapuna, Albert. What you asking she that for? Well, I thought Nadia was from Diego Martin. Right? Oh God, Albert, Mudas is 535 now, boy. Oh God, boy. Boy, I ain't lying, boy. Oh God, all you. How we gonna stop that, boy? Highly inside, boy. What tax? We inside the village because it's cold outside. Yeah, boy. It was cold outside today, boy. 138 days, 277 murders, 2 deaths a day. Boy, I don't know. The Speaker of the House say crime and funding is not important business. Okay. Judy, welcome. How are you? Oh, Judy, there's some yellow emojis there, boy. What kind of emojis Judy getting there? Judy, what kind of emojis you getting there? Oh, yeah. Albert, I don't know where Albert and Nadia are going to Tanapuna market, You see, Albert give you good evening, Ansem, Diana, and Tommy. After he don't give all the ladies all the thing, then he give it. Oh, God. Hey. But Nadia even saying good night, highly love. Oh, God. Nadia sharing loves in the village, boy.
She's a real sweetheart. There's no question about it.
Highly say long time we ain't see Gary busy campaigning for Gigi. And I mean, the man always campaigning. Albert, Nadia says she's sister live in Tanapuna. I don't know why you get Nadia. I know like Nadia from Diego Martin. Judy says, good evening, Wall Street. Tommy, Lady Diana, welcome back to another beautiful, blessed week. Yeah, man, a beautiful, fantastic.
Good evening, Judy. Good evening.
Blessed week. Hey. Highly say, oh, Nadia, blessings and love, sister. Okay. Yeah. Nadia says she agree with me, yes? Yeah, because Albert said we in Mississauga and Toronto, Canada had snow and freezing cold and expect the same of the week. Oh God, all has snow already, right? Oh God.
Hey, it's not far from us either. It's coming.
Yeah, I know, boy. You gotta deal with that. Yeah, this season, yeah. Hey, Rennie, good night, boy. Love is all I bring. Oh God, Rennie says love is all I bring. Good night to all the ladies in the dance. Everything for Rennie's ladies, boy. Okay. Julie said, greetings to the business family, village family. Kylie, Sister Rose, Lana, Joan, Nadia, Takesha, Clement, happy week. Yeah. Rennie say, Kylie, what go on, brethren? Hey, look, for me, good night, love. Nadia Shane loves tonight, boy. Nadia,
hey, I got love for her too.
Yeah. I thought you was in Canada. Now you're saying you're in Alaska. Make up your mind man. What part are you? Hey, look, all you see Anderson just like I tell all you Anderson coming. Look Anderson part like the Wilson Anderson. I tell all you, I know it, I could be a prophet, Yeah, Anderson get back his phone, boy. Rennie Mohammed, good night. Carice blessing, Albert Montano. Universal blessings to all. Oh God. Judy said Wall Street open a dating group for them now, boy. Looking for love. Oh, yeah, boy. Rennie, I no joke, Kudos to WZYE, a place where good people meet and can be comfortable, peaceful, and free. Yeah. No matter who you support, you're welcome in the village, man. Hey, what I tell you? Hey, Tommy, watch. Look at this. You know who that is there? Look on the screen. You know who that is? Read it now. You seen it? Your mic muted. You mute your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Sorry, I'm sorry about the mic being muted.
Read that name there for me.
Yeah, Wilson Anderson. He said, "Good evening, my friends. Good evening to you, Wilson Anderson Wilson."
There you go. I tell you what's coming. Didn't I tell you? Why?
Yeah, good evening, brother Anderson.
But
welcome to the village.
Didn't I tell you his wife give him back his phone? All you think I'd be joking or no? Look.
Welcome to the village. Welcome.
Yeah. Anderson, welcome back, boy. We miss you very much. We miss you a lot. Hey, somebody don't who win the $1 billion jackpot? Somebody don't some part of the country, boy. It's where was
I think they say it was one person in California.
Yeah. A California person with it. One person in California. Yeah, one person in California. But I don't know now, boy. But Tommy, we have so much to address tonight, in that the big story out of Trinidad and Tobago is, let me see if I get it up here. The big story that Trinidad is the lawsuit.
Is the lawsuit from Karen against the PNM on that 3-day with a 9-day window?
Correct is right. And, what we have to say is that, I want to put this up here. Hold on a minute. Let me get this here. I got to take these things out and add something here, right? So, I think what's important for us to understand, people are upset. Let me get this this thing up here. I should have put it up before, but it so happened that sometimes thing. Here we go. All right. So Karen sues the PNM, right? That is the headline. Okay. I just checking my phone here. Getting messages while I'm on here. Okay. So Karen sues the PNM, right? And people are asking the question, well, why she sue the PNM and she in the PNM? Hey, Tommy, why she sue the PNM and she in the PNM?
She sued the KPNM.
Correct is right. She sued the KPNM.
Oh, no, I said it wrong. I meant R.
RPNM. She sued the RPNM. Correct is right. Karen Nunes Teixeira didn't sue the PNM. She sued the RPNM because of the things that the RPNM are doing inside the PNM. You see, we have two different PNM. There's the PNM and then there's the RPNM. And the RPNM wants to do as they please. You want to jump up all on a sudden. Let me go solo here. You want to jump up all on a sudden and decide that you want an election for 9 days. Where in the world you could get an election for 9 days for a few thousand people? Where? So if somebody decide, right, to use their democratic right for the betterment of a party, and they decide to take the party to court, which is their democratic right, and if the judge feels that the RPNM, right, is right, the judge will bring the result in favor of the RPNM. But if he believes the RPNM is wrong for what they do, trample on the constitution of the PNM, right, he's gonna bring a judgment in favor of Team Karen. What's wrong with that? That's what democracy is about. Democracy is about going to court and filing an action if you believe that you are being harmed. There's difficulties. It's not fair. It's not transparent and accountable. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? But Tommy, I want to ask the Women's League of the PNM, and I'm asking this question: how could you have a man in the PNM denigrating and disrespecting a woman in the PNM who's a lifetime member? I want to hear the women's arm of the PNM come out and make a statement, either for or against, with respect to what happened with Stuart Young. That's what I want to know, right?
Because if they don't stand up, it will affect them adversely going forward.
But Tommy, the question is that, are they going to stand up? Are they going to stand up? Are they?
Maybe fear would prevent them from doing so, but if they know what's right, they will do what's right.
Fear will prevent them from doing so? Fear? I thought it was a democracy. Huh? I thought it was a democracy.
I thought it was democracy.
Oh, yeah. It's not a democracy, it's a democracy. Because it seemed like under this RPNM, is anything goes. Right? Now we ask the question to Tommy. If the PNM and if the RPNM is a democracy, how come Penelope Beckers couldn't run for political leader? I'm just asking.
She had a battle she creased, trust me.
Oh. So once the R in the PNM is the leader, you have to stay in your crease. Nobody within the parliament that's a PNM can run for political leader, right?
Correct is right.
And that's a democracy?
Democracy.
And people are just sitting by and not even having an iota and saying that, you know what? That's not the way it's supposed to be. Everybody and anybody who is a member of the PNM, whether you're inside or outside cabinet, should have an opportunity to contest any seat, any one of them. So why is it? But you see, there are some people who have a cut from a different cloth. So let's listen to Ms. Karen Nunes-Teixeira responding to Stuart Young. Let's take a listen to that. Let's take a listen and see what Mrs. Karen Nunes-Teixeira has to say.
Campaign, and you mentioned words, and I've recognized lots of words are being said in the political gael, mainly from Stuart Young. I would have heard some of his rhetoric recently. He made mention that there are many stepping into the fray. Now, they were not around when, as far as he concerned, PNM was at its darkest hour when they were in opposition. He went on to describe, now he never called any names, but he went on to describe personalities as pottongs and termites. I'm sure you would have heard the rhetoric. What is your reaction to such political
I'm sorry to disappoint him. If the intention was that I would respond to that, I will respond to that. not worth my responding. I've gone through much more than that, and
Yeah.
I just don't even want to talk about it. I let the public deal with it, and I think they have dealt with it.
But I mean, in terms of the actual tone and tenor of the campaign, I mean, what's been your take?
Well, not on our part. Not on our part. I won't be part of that. That's not who I see myself as, nor do I see any of my slates as. But that's not the choice that I can put on anybody else. And if that is the way that they wish to carry on the campaign, well, I don't have any say in that. What it does is for the public and the voting members of the PNM to make their own assessment. But I would not give it oxygen. It doesn't deserve any oxygen. Okay. That's what I see. And I think the public has expressed their outrage at the language, and I think that probably deals with it efficiently enough as far as I'm concerned.
You hear that, Tommy?
That's taking the high ground. When they go low, you go high. You go, Karen. You go, Karen. You've gone high.
You see that? You see that?
Yeah, they went low. They went low. She went high.
You see that? That is what you call leaders. That's what
leadership.
That's leadership. You want to lead by example. A fish doesn't rot from the tail. You want to lead by example. And there we have a person, not talking about a person. She went in curlers to take out she money. When you went, we don't know if you went in a slippers or a sapat to deposit $93,000 cash. We don't know that. You understand? But the mudslinging, and I've called on them and tell them, I say, well, yeah, stop the mudslinging. It's an internal election. Right? Why you have to mudsling against Karen? Because she's a viable competitor to keep to Rowley. Right? She's a viable competitor to him. Right? And as the days go by, you are seeing it more and more.
That goodly lady live in a glass house and throwing stones.
Correct is right. People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. You see? And that's part of the problem that we are dealing with is in this internal election. Right? But Tommy, I have to be honest, they've been very good on the campaign trail ever since, Since they've been called out, Not only that, but we go play our next one. We have Twiggy too, And let me play this one. No, but when we come back, we're going for a break soon. I want to play one about Stuart Young saying, where were they between 2010 and 2015? Because them fellas seem to have selective memory, Right? They have selective memory. And that's what we're dealing with here. When them people was in opposition between 2010 and 2015, where was Stuart Young? Where was Stuart Young? And I keep saying this over and over. Nylon Hippolyte, who was the MP for Lavantil West, where is he now? As Camille Robinson Regis said, is he sitting on the riverbank or did the RPNM put them on the riverbank to sit down? And then we have Joan Thomas, who was an MP between 2010 to 2015. Are they sitting on the riverbank, or did the RPNM put them down to sit on the riverbank? They ain't asking them questions. But I don't know, boy. I believe for us, in order to make this party any better, we have to have people who are the testicular fortitude, and not like a Christmas tree in the forest that are no balls, right? And stand up for something. But nobody sign up for nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And what sense that make? What sense that make if you have a party and the maximum leader tells you everything that you have to do and you have to say? What kind of party is that? What kind of party is that? Nah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. We have to do, we can't expect to do the same thing and get different results.
Even if it works, it ain't gonna pay.
Yeah. Judy wants to say, Judy says, answer me, see how brilliant Trinis are. Why would they ask that question, eh? No, you see? I don't know. Answer is your membership in the PNM party still valid or you have to renew it? I feel I must throw my application in the garbage somewhere. But I don't mean nothing to me. Yeah. Judy said, I thought Philip Alexander would have taken such action, but everyone just bumping the gums. Yeah. They're my partner, Romeo Frank. They're a good partner from so. Hey, Romeo, welcome, boy, to Indie Village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Romeo is one of my PNM partners. Real PNM partner, right? You don't have nothing good to say about me. But Romeo, you know I never said anything bad about you. And I'm going to continue to say good things about you, Romeo. Romeo, my partner, boy. All you say welcome to Romeo. Eh? Romeo is my good PNM partner. Romeo Frank. All you say hello to Romeo, please. Romeo is my PNM partner. Romeo.
Good evening, Romeo. Welcome to the village.
Yeah. We had to welcome Romeo. All you folks, I want you all to give Romeo a welcome, and nice how we just welcome people in the village. Let me say welcome to Romeo. No, welcome people in other programming, but we just welcome you in the village. We have a village family, Romeo. Come and join the family, man. No matter what shirt you're wearing, we welcome you in the village, man. We don't tell you you can't come here. We don't do that. You know, Albert Montano says, Anselm, just how Russia say they are a democratic country. Oh, God. Julie says Karen Nunez is a woman of class. They don't know her family background. Yeah, the woman has class. Class is class. She has real class. Right? She not like them. Leave the sort of politics for other people. Yep. Leave the politics, leave the nastiness.
Do you have the video with Mr. Lambert where he talks about he was the one who showed around Diego Martin and so on?
You know, I saw that video. Eh? I go look for it. Somebody sent that to me. I saw it, but I didn't copy it. But I go look for it. Because I have it somewhere there. Yeah. You know, I mean, you being disrespectful to a woman who's a lifetime member of your party, and the Women's League of the PNM, Sugar Aloe sing a song, not one word from them. Not one word. And all they're supposed to be defending women issues. All they're supposed to call Stuart Young and tell him, Stuarty, partner, stay in your corner. Eh? Stay in your corner. But they ain't tell him nothing. Let me don't say they ain't tell him nothing. They didn't publicly reprimand them. Let me say that. All they said that publicly reprimand them and tell them to go and apologize for calling people pottongs and termites. He will never ever be able to live down that. Never. Because that's what you think about us. That we are pottong and termites. Ronald Boynes is a pottong termite. Junior Barack is a pottong and termite. And Karen Nunez is pottongs and termites. That's what you're calling them. That them is pottongs and termites. Look, Stuart Young, look, I don't know no boy. You know, them fellas and them could have never been a MPNM, you know. You know what is MPNM? Hey, Tommy? You know what is
Manning.
Correct is right. Manning is MPNM. They could never be part of a MPNM. The fella had upstanding people in that party. Upstanding people in the party. They could say what they want about him. Right? Almost every single day, we have man commenting. We had the Colpot man. Colpot and bicycle. We ain't seen him ride a bicycle yet. And all them people was defending him. Yeah, you could ride a bicycle. There's a bicycle in New York. And why you didn't ride a bicycle? At least set an example now, man. You know, we have a program here in the United States, in Jersey, called SAGE, S-A-G-E. Them fellas need to SAGE. Set a good example. All you need to say is set a good example. All you ain't saging at all you are janking. One set of outrageous behavior. Oh, you know, the gunshot was 200 meters away. All of a sudden, bullets are GPS. They would have been guided away from Roseville Roman Catholic School, Stuart Hines. So I call him Stuart Hines.
What is up with the hour?
Yeah. Bullets, all of a sudden, right? The teachers, why the teachers are afraid? They're afraid. Why you don't go up there without security guards? Why you don't go up there? Hey, Hines, you talking about people afraid. Look. Rose, good night. Yes, all the welcome Romeo. Say welcome to Romeo. Yeah, we welcome him. All say welcome to Romeo. I only see one person say welcome to Romeo so far. All you please, we want to welcome Romeo because they don't stay long, because they don't like the truth. They don't stay long at all. They don't like the truth, boy. They only want to go to stuff where they can hear stuff. Hey, boy. Let's go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on. We just can't go on this way. No, we just can't go on. We just can't go on this way. No, we just can't go on. We just can't go on this way. No, we just can't go on. Oh Lord, why Lord must we suffer like this? You said that you will take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki van. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lies. Not even thinking that we will realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the poor. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us stay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did it. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, we just can't go this way.
Can't take that. When they want to stop all this humiliation, I can't take that. Wake up in the morning, more frustration, I can't take that. No, ain't taking that. So ain't taking that. Ain't taking that. So ain't taking that.
I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy.
Yes, sir.
I have. Oh, let me see. I noticed somebody else came into the village here. Let me see. Tommy, our partner. Judy says, Ansem Tommy, all class leadership come out of Southern Trinidad. Facts. Yeah, Trinidad. Southern Trinidad have done some fantabulous. I think we need to go to a love edition tonight, something in the village, Rose says, welcome, Rose. Highly love her. Good night. We need to go to a love edition,
But love is the key. I agree. I think that's all we need in the village. That's all we need in the nation. With that in the nation, we have no issues.
But listen to this. Even Eugene Julian come with love too. But good night, WZYE. Love TT. I think that's the first time Eugene Julian ever put emoji in our chat.
If this love becomes contagious, the killing would stop.
Yeah, but I don't know how we go get to implement that, boy. How are we doing that?
Well, we're gonna have to make sure we get WZIN into every home in TNT.
Yeah,
one way or another.
Hailey, could you get the vinyl for this song? You know what? That's a good. You know what? My partner is Charlie's record in Brooklyn. I could call him and ask him. Charlie's my real good partner, boy.
Ralston?
Yes.
Okay,
Charlie's
I know
my real
Ralston.
partner.
I know Ralston well.
Yeah. I used to go there and line with them fellas and them inside. But God, they could drink, boy. They used to bring more beer and yeah. When you go in there, is that is rum till I die, It's rum in there, boy. Straight, Them fellas and them, oh God. And it's once that I talk,
What are you talking about? Downstairs in the record shop, upstairs in the studio?
Upstairs. We to be right
I did some. I worked. I can't remember whose record I worked on. I worked on somebody's record. I'm trying to remember. I worked in the studio. I did some work in the studio before. I used to buy records and CDs from him downstairs.
Yeah, Charlie have a first class studio there. When I go in there, Sparrow used to come through. Plenty of people used to come. I meet plenty of people there. Super Blue used to come through. You understand? When I go sit down there, Charlie and that when the UNC was in power, Charlie used to support the UNC.
Well, my time is long before the UNC was in power. We talk about in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s, I did some recording there especially with the Vinci guys I used to work with, like Scorcher and Tommy T and Frankie McIntosh was the man that we used to work with, and what else I worked on? I worked on a few things, few records up there.
When Kamla was up there, Kamla went to, everybody used to go there. I carry the RPNM there. As a matter of fact, I still have pictures with when the RPNM went there. You understand? I mean, that was like a stop. And then he has have a big blocko the Saturday before Labor Day. Big. Sponsors and all kind of thing. Plenty rum, plenty free rum.
True.
And it's all, you meet all kind of people inside of there. Yeah, boy. I used to go in there, boy.
Yeah.
And then the other next fella right down the street. What was his name, boy? He had a bakery. I forget that fella name, boy, but he was another good one too.
What years were that?
Right when the PNM was in opposition. And
I wasn't sure that for that entire stint.
Yeah, 2010 to 2015.
I wasn't sure that for that entire stint.
Yeah. That's how me and all them fellas come good, because I used to carry the PNM around there. We used to go Medgar. It's a big sellout place, boy. People only standing room only, boy. What?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Albert Montano says Trinidadians are very dependent on government or government-owned companies for employment, so they are afraid of the PNM. Albert, that is true, You see, in Trinidad, we need to have more private companies, right, who are paying people a serious wage. Because anytime you have all these state-run companies and you depend on the state to get employment, right, you could be in big, big trouble. Big trouble. Because they could... Say that again, Tommy?
That's why we're in trouble.
Yeah, they could dictate a lot of pays to you. They could tell you, well, boy, all you have to come to this rally. All you don't go to that rally. If we go to that rally and we see all you going to be victimized, all you going to be demonized, destroyed, discredited, and dismissed. So all you have to be very careful. Very, very careful. It ain't easy. It's not easy. Why are we like that?
This is where we set up the system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah, it's the way we set up the system.
We had to change. And this just goes to tell you, this lawsuit by Team Karen, right, is about change. It's about transparency and accountability. A lot of people may not like it, but change is very difficult. Change is very, very difficult.
It's the only constant in life,
The only constant in life. You know why it's difficult? Think about it. Today in New Jersey, it was about 30-something degrees. A few days ago was what, Tommy? 60-something or 70-something degrees.
Yeah.
You see that change? Very difficult. To go from 70-something to 30-something. A difficult change. But you know what? We adapt to the change. And it's the same thing in the PNM. I can't talk for the UNC. I think the UNC needs some of the same thing too. But that story is for another day. But change is coming in the PNM, whether you like it or not. Change is coming. And anytime you see people start to resort to calling other people disrespectful names, you know them people are having an impact on whatever it is. Anytime people start to go down in the gutter ad hominem attacks against individuals, we know for a fact that those people are having influence on other people. And they have to call them all kind of name. Yeah, about Clico, Karen, and all kind of thing. Listen to this, I want to call out a fella on the Brave Boy Report. Marcel, if you're listening, the Brave Boy Report. I think his name is Leader or something. Tommy, the man talked something about HCU. What happened in HCU was insider trading. I tell you, fella, I said, boss, there's a code that says, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Right? Let me repeat that.
That's right.
If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. The fella bold and brave talk about what happened in HCU is insider trading. Before I could type and tell him, you are absolutely clueless and you don't know what that inside is. If even you was on the inside, you would know what insider trading is. Even if you was part of the insider doing the trading, you would know what it is. Somebody else in the chat had to tell him, boss, that's not insider trading. That was a run on the bank for HCU Credit Union. Right? I tell him, I say, you see what I tell you? You see what I tell you? If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Big and bold, in a big chat with one set of people. Yeah, boy. HCU was insider trading. Absolutely clueless. And there's a lot of them. It's the facts. Plenty of you all who talking about insider trading. And I make no qualms about it. All you're absolutely clueless about insider trading. Clueless. And you know why I could say that? I worked 22 years in the New York Stock Exchange. And one of my responsibilities was reviewing for insider trading. and I could do it with my eyes closed. But all you want to get big and bad, yeah, what Karen did was insider trading. Yeah, she run and take out. Yeah, oh God, all you get the facts now. At least get the facts right. First of all, I want you all to understand what is the difference between Clico Investment Bank, and CL Financial. Do that homework first, and then let me talk. Do that homework, and let me come back and talk. Then we go talk about insider trading, market manipulation, and front running. We go talk about them things. We can have a little class. Let me have a nice little class. I could take all into the class, right? Because every time, Tommy, it's funny, eh? You know, if you tell a Trinidadian he don't know, and you don't know that he don't know, and you tell him that he don't know, he still don't want to know that he don't know, even you tell him that he don't know, You know that?
Hey, that's Trinidad.
We have some Trinidadians born on the Noah's Ark, eh? They're born on the Noah's Ark, They know everything.
Hey, God is a Trinity too, you forget?
They know everything. They're born on the Noah's Ark. It's like they didn't have animals on the Noah's Ark, They had Trinidadians, boy. Trinidadians was on the Noah's Ark. For them know everything. Everything. Right? This lawsuit here, they know everything. They ain't even read the Constitution, They ain't even read the Constitution, but they know everything. It's like a partner on 91.9 come and say, hey, 75% of the people in Trinidad can't read, but Trinidad have a 98% literacy rate. 98%, but 75% of them can't read. Imagine that. I said, boy, I want to make it make sense now. Make it make sense. Because sometimes it just don't make any sense. And no matter how you try to help them, forget about it. Christmas party, boy, what we sponsoring, boy? Oh God. Rose, everyone who want to visit me could visit you for Christmas, boy. Rose, we going on the Rose have a estate in South somewhere here, We going on the estate, Rose? Yeah.
Yeah, she have a Ponderosa.
A Ponderosa, boy. I told you I was talking about a bonanza. It's a bonanza. Over the last 60 years, a lot of Trinidadians either work in government job or state-run companies. That ain't no joke. When you have a bunch of state-run companies, right? It's you answering to the government. When the government is the major employer in a country, you answering to the government, right? You serve at the whims of the government. And then when a party comes in, boy, you can make life miserable for you. What you want me to sponsor for the Christmas party? Let me know. We go sponsor it. Whatever you want me to do, let me know. Hey, what boy? Rose says, Ansem, I'm sharing love by the boxes. I'm sending 2 boxes of love for you all to share for Christmas. Oh God. Yeah, man. Rose Senator, we want to share love in the village too bad. We want everybody to have a splendiferous, fantabulous Christmas. We want everybody to have. We sharing all kind of things. Oh God, look, Rose. Hi, Albert, sweetheart. Good night. Rose, boy. Rose and she glory tonight, boy. Yeah. Lana, that ain't no joke, Lana said the reason why they're so hard on Karen is because they're afraid she win. It's funny, Tommy. I don't hear them attacking Junior Barack and Ronald Boynes,
Hey, like I always said, it's culture to throw stones at the tree that have fruit, not the ones that don't have fruit.
But why not attacking Ronald Boynes? Why not attacking Junior Barack? They're running for political leader too.
They have no fear of them. They feel they're non-starters, possibly.
And I have a quick message Yeah. Judy, absolutely correct. Karen Nunes is a boss champion woman. You know, they could say what they want. Anytime you listen to the young lady on an interview, she could articulate her points, what she's going to bring to the party, absolutely splendid for us.
She understands everything that goes on in that country much more than those who have authority right now.
When he says he like to hear walls imitate my people, who does imitate? Oh God, look who come in. Oh God, let me see. Oh boy, Tommy, the fella changing. He changing. Kapisa came in tonight and not one letter in a sentence. Oh no, not one word in a sentence says PNM. Nah, something wrong. And some
Capitan.
Past Friday after Thanksgiving.
Capitan, they getting Wall Street worried about you, Capitan.
Yeah, this is the first time the man write a sentence and do a PNM in it. Since he been in the village. A loyal person to her. He's very loyal. I had to give him credit. He's very loyal. I mean, he's loyal to the village earlier. But Capisa is one of our good loyalists, man. Boy, I should screenshot that one and save it, you know. That's me. That's the first time Capisa come in and he write that he put a sentence and he had nothing to do with PNM in it. Yeah.
He's a skillful man, you know.
He's very skillful, yeah. Lana, correct is right. They're talking about Karen and Clico, but nothing about FCB and Camille. They ain't talking about Camille and the $93,000 cash. They ain't talking about that. And think about this, eh? They're saying Karen and Clico, right? Okay. Camille walk across the street with $93,000 cash deposit. Was she convicted of anything?
Was the source of funds ever declared?
No, but I'm just asking because they want to convict Karen, right? And they want to move. They want to leave Camille Robinson Regis alone. Convict Karen for something that she was never charged for. They never convicted her in the court of law, right? They never brought a case against her. We could say the same thing for Camille, right? They never convicted her, never brought a case against her. So why all of a sudden all you want to denigrate Karen and let Camille sit down by the riverbank? Only make it make sense now. Make it make sense.
She's beholden to the chief.
Yes, if you're gonna accuse somebody of something, make sure your closet don't have no skeletons in it.
Hi. How's everybody?
Hey.
Welcome.
Who interfering with Karen? The storm have to come. The storm have to well up and swell up. That's what it is.
No, we was just saying that they want to discuss about Karen. You see, that's why I just say, listener, it's politics. But you have to be very careful when you're discussing politics and you going on a platform and you are saying certain things. You want to talk about Karen went in Curlers and take out money from Clico. You walk across the street and had $93,000 in cash. Ask the people, tell the people about that now.
Anyone knows where the funds came from?
So you asking that question, me asking that question. All I asking, Tommy, is that when you want to throw stones at people, right? Make sure you don't get stones spelled back at you. That's all.
Well, anyway, I passing through. You all know where I am. I'm passing through.
All right.
Good night, villagers. Good night, Rose. Good night, Lana, Carice, everybody in the village, Judy, Tommy, and Slim. Bye, Capisa.
Hey,
who else? Rennie.
Say hello to Capisa. The first time he come in.
Bye, Capisa. Bye, Capisa.
No, say hello to
Hailey. Who else? Bye, Capisa.
No, say hello to him because the first time he come in the village, he type a sentence and I don't have PNM in it.
You know, as say who Renaud, we have somebody here, Espanol. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Gloria Valiere de Belgique, pero actualmente.
Tell them no se habla español.
Well, pero actualmente I live in France. Something condensed. Somebody died of cancer. Oh, this is a scam, but they have 500,000 euros and blah blah blah. Block that. Block
I gotta
that.
get rid of
That's a
that.
scam.
I saw it. I saw
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm,
I couldn't read it. I was waiting for you to come and read
That's
it.
a scam. Yeah, that's a scam. Hello, Mr. Wilson Anderson.
Hey, you know Anderson got back his phone?
Oh, very good. I'm glad to hear
man,
that.
That's the first time in about 3 months he come in the village. Yes, Akira gave back his phone.
Albert, you there? Good night, Albert.
Akira
I'm just passing through, y'all. So let me go.
I will get your phone for about 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. You're going already, you know. 5.
All right, Storm. So when you're passing through, don't hurt nobody. All right.
I ain't gonna hurt. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. Only the PNMers.
Oh. You working with Capisa?
Except Karen.
Okay.
I see a girl Penny down in what the place is? Qatar. Representing, boy.
Qatar?
Yeah, or Qatar, Dubai. One of them.
Is it out there you're coming or you at now?
Yeah, I'm in Dubai.
Okay. Yeah. How is the weather in Dubai?
Kind of chilly.
Oh. All right. Okay.
Yeah. It's chilly here, so I need to get back to the real cold. I'll understand why it's cold in Connecticut, but I don't understand why it's so cold in Dubai.
Let's say welcome to Carice. Carice, welcome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All righty, guys, checking in.
Right,
so you all have a good night, huh?
Yeah, take care.
Okay. Safe journey from Dubai.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. So listen to this, right? I want to play something for Stuart Young. Stuart Young asks, where was Karen between 2010 and 2015, right? Stuart Young, maybe you didn't get this one, but listen to this, will you? Listen to it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want you to listen to this, right? Take a listen.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PNM TV. Today we have with us Ms. Karen Inez Teixeira, former Minister of Finance under the People's National Movement Administration, and also the former Member of Parliament for W. Mayor. Mrs. Teixeira has joined us today to share with us some of her views on the 2010-2011 budget presented to us by the UNC-led and dominated coalition government.
Wait now. Tommy. Wait, she wasn't the minister then, eh?
Correct.
She said, you're on a riverbank there? I can't see that well. Now, let me repeat that, but just to make sure I hear it right. Let me repeat that. Hold on, eh? Wait now. There's a PNM platform, boy. Whoa, wait.
That's right.
Let me see this if this is true, boy. Let me play this again, eh? Let me see this.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PNM TV. Today we have with us Ms. Karen.
Tommy, did I hear PNM TV? No. Let me go back. Let me go back.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PNM TV. Today.
Yeah, boy. It's PNM TV, yes? What is this? Stuart Young. I had to send this to Stuart Young because she was on PNM TV. Okay, all right.
Where was Stuart Young?
We had to find out.
We have with us Ms. Karen Inez Teixeira, former Minister of Finance under the People's National Movement Administration, and also the former Member of Parliament for W. Mayor. Mrs. Teixeira has joined us today to share with us some of her views on the 2010-2011 budget presented to us by the UNC-led and dominated coalition government. Welcome, Mrs.
Oh, wait now, Karen, where your paper for you to discuss this thing? Tommy, I ain't see no paper in front of she, you know.
Hey, She's one of the fees students. You remember the fees? No paper in front of him. And
Yeah, wait. I ain't see no paper. Karen, no. Let me continue.
Shara, thank you very much for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here on PNM television.
You're welcome. So we're hearing all this talk about Mr. Stachera, about the PNM government leaving the economy in shambles, in bad shape, saying that the treasury is completely empty. What say you on this topic?
Well, to be honest, I think now, Kimberly, they've moved away from that because facts are stubborn things, as one of my colleagues would have said on several occasions, and it's true. When you look at the facts, they do not support those kind of broad statements and wild accusations. I think the minister has recognized, for one, when you talk about our debt, that's something nobody wants to have too much of. He started off making some statements that our debt, we had a crisis of indebtedness, and certainly recognizes that is not true. And in fact, he was noticing at AmCham meeting a few days after those statements that we had wiggle room, and that in fact the debt situation was not a bad situation. I would be able to expand on that a little bit. But so that's the debt situation. When you look at our savings, that's another measure to determine whether you've left the economy in shambles. We have excellent savings in our what we call our Heritage and Stabilization Fund of over $13.3 billion TT. We also have in foreign exchange reserves. When you have to buy things from abroad, you want to have US currency. We have 11 or 12 months of import cover, and most countries you require just 3 months of import cover. When we look at employment level, how many people have jobs in Trinidad? When we left office, it was about 5%. Employment, we brought down inflation, and over a number of months, we had brought it down since last year. So by the time we emitted office, we had brought down inflation to about 5 or 6%. We had brought up the unemployment level was very low, our debt was very low, and our foreign exchange reserves and our savings were quite, appreciable. So that I know that the minister cannot say it, and it's important that Trinidadians recognize that when we left office, we left the economy in good shape, so that now we've passed the baton on to them, and it's their responsibility to continue the good work of the PNM.
Well, I really hope that they do so, because two issues that are also on the forefront right now is the issue of the deficit and the issue of debt. What is this fiscal deficit?
Okay, in a simple way, when you talk about a deficit, in terms of fiscal, it means that your revenues or your profits, for another word, are less than the expenditure. So you're running a business, and people can recognize that with dealing with their salary. They have more expenses than their salary covers, for whatever reason that has happened. And that's also true for a government. Governments around the world since the global financial crisis have been struggling with deficits. It's United States, Europe, all over the world with large deficits. One of the things that in terms of the budget, I think nationals and people need to understand. Minister Dukran spoke about turning around the economy. He spoke about restoring confidence, and he spoke about the deficit, closing the deficit. In other words, ensuring that we lessen our expenditure or increase our revenue. And he increased the expenditure by $5 billion. $5 billion. That's the biggest budget we have ever had in this kind of environment. It's particularly worrying. But what he did not let people know is this, that when they revised the accounts, closed off the accounts for last year, when we were in office, when we closed it up, do you know what the deficit was? He's aiming for a deficit of $7.7 billion. That's what he said in his budget statement. By the time we closed the accounts, our deficit was down to $3.8 billion, and not even that. When we take out the funds that we put into the Heritage and Stabilization Fund and we deposit it, that's over 2-point-something billion. In other words, we brought down the deficit to nearly about $1 billion, and he is taking it back up to over $7 billion.
So you see, Tommy, when Stuart Young and them talking about where they were sitting down, and Camille and them talking about they were sitting down on the riverbank. I said, yes, she was sitting down on a riverbank too, in a PNM office somewhere. There are a riverbank in there. You see, but I saw the disingenuous. They're very disingenuous, and they had to stop it. Let's discuss the issues. Let's discuss the issues. What have you all brought to the table to make the party better? You all been in office now for 7 years, right? What have you all brought to make the party better? You'll have a next 3 years till 2025. What are some of the things you are going to do? Right?
It goes beyond the party. They're in power right now. So what are they doing and what they plan on doing to improve the country? Because the country needs a whole lot of improvement and a lot of solutions to some pressing problems, some pressing issues that are facing the nation right now.
But basically, Tommy, they are in government and they have to handle that, right? So I am focusing on the internal election, right? Because that's what I have to focus on right now, the internal election. And they're supposed to be focusing on the betterment for all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, focusing on crime. How can we bring down the amount of murders we have in Trinidad and Tobago? How can we improve the healthcare system? How can we improve the education system? Right? Transportation in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, traffic jam galore. Right? Flooding in Trinidad. Every time a little rain fall, all over the place flooding. Right? You might as well don't buy no electric car, you know, buy electric boat. Because if you get an electric boat rather than get an electric car, at least you know if you have an electric boat, when the flood come, you can at least get out your house and maybe you may be able to, you know, boat down to Port of Spain or boat up to South wherever you have to go. You understand?
Right.
You know, these issues are facing the people. So that was a message for Stuart Young. Stuart Young, that is where the young lady was, right? Dealing with issues, right? That so splendiferously she dealt with. You understand? That's why she's a threat. You understand? Because she understands. Yeah, Tommy?
None of them can carry she gym shoes.
Even she's small too. Yeah. Lana, I no joke. One thing for sure in the village, we will give you the facts, not fiction. Don't mess with in the village. Don't mess. That video is from 2010, 2011, you know. Right? 2010. Look. Yeah, PNM TV, boy. They had PNM TV, you know, which was a great idea. It was an excellent idea, right?
All under the M.
All under the MPNM.
Mm-hmm.
All under the MPNM, right? Where PNM TV gone? Where it gone? Where it gone? Look, them there's only one to talk, you know. Only one to talk. Yeah. Or Eugene says, no, she said PNM team. I don't understand. What do you mean, Tommy? He said, Eugene, clarify what you mean now. PNM team?
We'll have to listen to it again to verify what you said, Eugene, if it's true.
Well, who said PNM team?
He said instead of TV, it was team.
No, but the woman said PNM TV. No, it was PNM TV, I think the woman said. No, but that's what it was supposed to be. PNM TV. If she said team, was supposed to be TV. What? And sometimes I joke, no, PNM have 4 TV stations and 3 newspapers. Albert, where you get that from? Alana said the treasury was empty by previous governments. How they get money to run the country until they get money from the IMF? Yeah. Yeah. Alana said, I open Karen when she dismantled the Cosa Nostra code and do what is right for the country and citizens and clean up the party as soon as possible. Yeah. Things had to change.
Lana, you're on point.
You're spot on. No, you're spot on, Lana. You're spot on. Yeah. Clean it up, man. To benefit every citizen in the country. Every citizen. Every drop of dollar we make on oil and gas and whatever, right? That should be going to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Nobody is supposed to be running around. People hungry. People starving. Yes, many countries have people starving. But we have oil and gas. Oil and gas, Lana said no lie, we have to buy boats. Yeah, people have to buy boats just to ensure. They don't buy no electric car, you know. Forget about that. Or they buy a boat, buy an inflatable boat, right? And once the storm comes, the flooding comes, you pump it up, you blow it up, go outside, hook up the engine to it, and you're good to go. You could go wherever you want. And you come back in your house. That is if the water not in your house. Yeah? Look. Capiza going back to being himself. Anselm, you have any PNM Rowley jersey? I need 5 for my family. He goes, hey, Capiza, you're good at it. You're real good. What? Kavi says, Lana, we need boats all over now. Soon as a drizzle, a lot of places getting flooded. I'm telling you, they need to bring electrical boats to Trinidad and Tobago. I need to... Ulrich. I don't call Ulrich, yes? Ulrich. Eugene said it sounded like PNM team, not PNM TV. What song like that, Tommy? What are you talking about? This year? Let me play it back. This year? All right, let me play it back.
Economy, or is it turning it over? We nearly...
Is this right? Hold on.
Yeah.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PNM TV. Today we have with us Ms. Karen Ines Teixeira.
It's PNM TV, she said. Right, Tommy?
One more time. One more time.
All right.
Former Minister
Slow it
of
down
Finance
if you
and the People's National.
Hold on.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PNM TV. Today we have with us Ms. Karen Ines Teixeira.
PNM TV, the woman says. Huh? Nice
TV, not team. TV.
TV.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PNM TV. Today we have
TV, she said. June.
Not team, TV.
TV, she says.
Yeah, TV.
TV, she said TV.
She just said it. She says it quickly though, TV.
Yeah, quickly. Yeah. We're calling Karen for Capiza. You want me to call Karen? You want to call Karen? Now it's PNM TV because that was PNM TV. PNM used to have something. As a matter of fact, the fella who running for social media now, Dane Wilson, he was one of the fellas who actually suggested that idea to the PNM. He running for social media now. A good fella. He's the one that suggested that. Right? PNM TV. Yeah, that was an excellent idea. Excellent idea, right? Right? But Tommy, I wanted to listen to this fella. This fella made a comment, and so far the comment have about 1,500 views on my Facebook page. And this is about the RPNM, and I believe many people in the RPNM feel this way. Take a listen.
People, PNM business, good night. For too long, we see the issues in the country, and sometimes we feel as citizens to even see anything. I have been in and around the PNM personally for around 15 years now, and I've seen members of my family around the PNM for 25 and 30 years. I've observed some of their colleagues for even longer than that. And it is always brought to my attention that the members of this party do not have an input or do not benefit from it in the organization. The ones who had input and the ones who benefit from the organization, most of the time is not even members of the PNM. So I want to ask all the members of the PNM to come out and stop this nonsense. It is time that the members of the PNM be respected, and it's time that the views be heard. The leadership of the party cannot continue to operate with like they have no care for the members of the organization. The only time they come out to call you or they know you is when they need you to vote or mobilize the ground for them. And this cannot continue. We have no say as members in the PNM. and we have no benefit to get from being in the PNM. So I had a choice. My choice was one, either I come out and tell these clowns and them stop walking from my door and do not call my phone, or two, I say all what I say and get it off my chest. And I choose number two because I had children who had to come and live in this country. The structure of the PNM is not the issue. The leadership of the PNM is the issue. And it's time that we, as people within the PNM, vote out these people and change the leadership so that the party could grow. The party not growing. People not inclined to join the PNM. And I won't blame them. You have nothing to get from being in the PNM. And that is the fault of the leaders in this party. They don't care what your concerns is. They operate and do as they please in this party. And it's time that they stop. Come out and vote out Keith Rowley out of governance. There are 3 other candidates vying for leadership of this party. Choose one. And it is time we put some change to this party that the members benefit from being in the PNM. Not the conglomerates and not the people who say at the side and making input that do not contribute to the party. This has to stop.
What says you, Tommy?
100%.
The fella had the nail on the proverbial head. It is not the party, it is the leader. It is the leader. Fish doesn't rotten from the tail. You know, and we are putting our head in the red sand with our red sunglasses, and we don't want to deal with it. We just don't want to deal with it. Now, I understand that people who have government jobs and you depend on the government to put food on your family's table, right? I don't expect you to publicly go against the government. I don't expect that. And I don't want you to do that because you are going to be victimized. It is sad that you have to say that, but it's the truth. Right? If people who don't get no food from the government on the table, if they are not getting any food from the government to put food on their table, or salaries from the government to put food on their table, and they are being victimized, right? And they are being called all kinds of names. What would happen if you depend on the government to put food on your table and you decide to talk anything against the government? Cancel Christmas, it's over for you. Cancel Christmas. Don't even waste your time. Right? Because as Gonzal say, right? You ain't gotta eat no ham or no macaroni pie. You gotta eat some wind pies and nothing chops. That's it. What are you worrying about? Or you might have gas pies. Go ahead, Tommy.
My concern is whether or not at the internal elections their votes are confidential.
What do you mean? People don't see who you vote?
People don't know who vote for who.
Well, look at it this way, right, Tommy? If it is a paper ballot and you're not putting it in no machine, somebody had to count the votes. Right? I don't know what the process is. I don't know if it's a paper. It's paper ballot, but here when we do paper ballot, right? You put your in a circle, you highlight that circle next to the person name, and then you put it through the machine, and then the machine records who you voted for. I don't know why they can't get that. I don't know.
You remember last week when we voted here how it was paper ballots, and remember how it worked?
Yeah.
We fed it into a machine, the machine right away recorded it out.
No. You gotta worry about going put nothing in a box and keep it for safekeeping and all kind of thing like that. You record your ballots.
It registered right away.
You take it over to a machine, you feed the machine in, it registers right away. Talk done. Nobody can come and say you gotta keep no security for the ballots and all kind of, and we in 2022.
That's right.
We in 2022. So all your PNM, if all they want to bring that system to Trinidad, don't let me know now. Already contact the people on them. You go bring it so we could have transparency and accountability. So
how many machines we gonna need? 3?
No. Remember, it's 41 constituencies.
Yeah, but where they're voting?
In 41 different constituencies.
Oh, you mean for GE, for general elections and for local elections you're talking about, but I'm talking about in the local the party election.
41 constituencies.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, I see. You're talking about as a whole.
In the internal election, people can go and vote in 41 constituencies.
You kidding?
No, I'm serious. That's how I understand it. And I don't think they tell people where they're voting yet. You understand? So
all they need is one ballot machine in every constituency then.
One. That is it. And then not only that, Tommy, but all the names of the people who can vote should have been in a database. Right? And once you go, you tell the person your name, right? That the people who want them, whoever inside it. They have a kind of iPad. They just do some. Your name come up. You sign it. Use your finger. You sign it, right? They give you a piece of paper. You sign your print and you sign your name, and they give you a ballot, and you go and fill out whoever you want to vote for.
That's like we did here last week.
Right, and when you finish, you take the ballot. You go back over to the machine. Sweep. As a matter of fact, I took a picture of that. I wasn't supposed to take a picture. I go get a picture. I took a picture of that.
You broke the law.
Yeah, boy, I break the law. But let me don't show that before they come for me.
They'll be coming for you. You better keep that on the low.
Yeah, they might come for me. Yeah, and the picture just gone. The paper just gone. Two twos.
Right.
It read who you voted for. Talk done.
Right away. Vote registered.
Nobody can say you thief the election or no transparency. Done. And it was done in one day. One day for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands.
Millions.
Yeah, Tommy, thank you. Millions and millions and millions of people. And we in a small place like Trinidad and Tobago. Right? How much people go vote in that election? Maybe 15,000 people. Maybe. Let me say 20,000 people vote. You need 3 days for 20,000 people to vote? And you make an excuse, well, if you don't vote on this day, you could vote on the next day. And if you don't vote on the next day, you have a 6-day break. You have a 6-day siesta. A 6-day siesta. And then you could come back on the 8th day or the 9th day and finish your voting. Are you serious? In 2022? 2022. Are you serious? Nah, all you can't be serious. That's why we need transparency and accountability in the party. The Constitution says non-financial members cannot vote. All in a sudden, anybody could vote who registered by August 14th or whatever date it is, whether you are financial or not. Really? When the Constitution was changed, how did you guys change the Constitution? Just so? Just so? Really? Nah. Something wrong. Something wrong. We're going to go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this short.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Trinidad. I pledge, now that she needs me, I will work hard. I pledge to serve my country, to give her a brand new start. I pledge my love for the auntie with all my heart. Yeah, oh, boom shogolo bongo dong. Yeah, oh, boom shogolo bongo dong. Yeah, oh, boom shogolo bongo dong. Yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, boom shogolo bongo dong. Yeah, oh, boom shogolo bongo dong. Yeah, oh, boom shogolo bongo dong. Now everywhere I turn, people saying, Lord, things hard in Trinidad. Yes, everywhere I turn, all I hear in God, things bad, bad, bad in Trinidad. They running away to their foreign countries. Lord, they doing for them what they should do for we. They telling me that I should go out there. No way, Jose, because I pledge to serve my country, Tobago and Trinidad. I pledge, now that she needs me, I will work hard. You abuse her when things was nice. Now you're crying, Lord. Things hard in Trinidad. Now you have to sacrifice out your flying God. Things bad, bad, bad in Trinidad. You want piece of me, after you, yeah, it's sweet. You don't want no more truly mango to eat. You still telling me that I should go out there. No way, Jose, because I pledge to serve my country, Tobago and Trinidad. I pledge, now that she needs me, I will work hard. I pledge to serve my country, to give her a brand new start. I pledge my love for the auntie with all my heart. Bamba dimbe bem bem bidu bem, bem bem bedim bam bom bam bem, bamba dimbi dim bem badu bem, bem bem bidim bam bom bam bem. The auntie will rise again. Yes, we will rise again. The auntie will rise again. I honestly believe the auntie will rise again. Yes, we will rise again. The auntie will rise again and again and again and again. Say you can't find work to do, so you're grieving, Lord. Things hard in Trinidad. She has nothing to offer you, so you're leaving God. Things bad, bad, bad in Trinidad. But before you leave, brother, make up your mind to work like a mule. Sister, 2 jobs 1 time. Yet you're still telling me that I should go out there. No way, Jose, because I pledge, yes, I pledge to serve my country, Tobago and Trinidad. I pledge, now that she needs me, I
to serve my country, Tobago and Trinidad. I pledge, now that she needs me, I will work hard.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh mama, oh yo yo yo, my nation is bleeding, prophecy unfolding, judgment incoming. I love you still, mama.
When will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way?
Oh my Trinidad and Tobago.
Whilst the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say.
Oh my Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh no, no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh no, no, going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it plays. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs all around we are. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing here. Would we rise again from what pain? Yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar, now cast a spell of uncertainty.
Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago.
You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty.
Oh, my Trinidad.
Know that I say, oh no, no, people falling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher, can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket don't fill. Oh no, no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach an all-time high. Don't buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, the people cry, yeah, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it daily one day. Could we rise again come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering?
Oh my Trinidad.
No, 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 no. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell. So it seems like the devil is king.
Oh my Trinidad.
Oh my Trinidad. No, 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 no. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime, well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill we own one by one, skyscrapers going up in town, Chinese laborers at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to CPEP 10 days and must to get along, scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. Oh yeah, my Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people, better wages to ease the struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago, it is a stark reality. So much I've given up hope. Oh, my Trinidad, oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city, homeless children begging of mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in tongue. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes in sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Population born and control, visual control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may, yeah. To you the powers that be, hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. Because of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way. There must be a way to help the people today. I say, there must be a way. There must be a way. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house there are many mansions. To take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, Pitch Lake and Mars, and Calypso, Chutney and Limbo. When there is no property, crime would decline naturally. Then we could live in harmony. My holy Trinity, I love you, mama. I love you, mommy, Thank you.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, I have to tell you, when I listen to that song, Tommy, and the one by Preacher too, I Love My Country, and you listen to the first, 2009, Could We Rise Again?
That's right.
How much things have changed for the better since 2009?
You're straining my brain trying to figure out.
No, I don't want to strain your brain. I just want you to ask yourself this question. You know? Think about it. Yeah, Albert Montano asks, How old is that calypso? I'm gonna go back to that. I just see that there. Ken John, good night. Welcome.
13 years old, Albert.
Yeah, 13 years old. 13 years old, and the first to have left us with a wonderful, wonderful patriotic calypso. You understand? Could we rise again? Yep. The first to die long time ago and things still the same. Think about that. The man said,
but look at that. Look at explainers calypsos. How old are they? We just can't go on this way.
Yep, we just can't go on this way.
That's at least how many years? About 30 years or more?
Boy, that had to be that long, boy. I don't know exactly, but it's a long time. It's a long, long time. Rose City electric boat will shock us. You know? Yeah, I mean, it when you listen to those calypsos, man, from way back when, you know, I tell people, right? Yeah, Albert, how old is that calypso in Trinidad? Is harder today. I tell people that, for me, when I go back to my constituency of Chumaka, Clavantil, and I go to the place that I left 45 years ago, right? I mean, tears just come down my eyes.
It must.
And people can say what they want. Most of those years, the PNM been in power. And it's worse. It is abysmal. There has been no improvement, zero, no duck. It's like you're playing for the West Indies and you're going to bat. You bat left-handed, you make a duck. You bat right-handed, you make a duck. You come in the wicket, you get run out. You come back in the wicket, you get stumped out. You come back in again, you get bowled out. You come back in again, you get catch out. Don't matter what you do. First ball, you're out. Duck. Right? And people will say, oh, God, you don't like the PNM. All you hate the PNM and this, that, and the PNM. But they've been in power the longest. And one of the only constituency, one of the few constituency to have never voted for another party in Trinidad and Tobago is Lavantil. And you know what people say? Well, why they keep voting for the PNM? Okay. In 2010, the UNC had a great opportunity to make a seismic shift, a tsunamic shift. Yes, tsunamic. A tsunamic shift in politics in Trinidad and Tobago. In 2011, when the building burned down in Chumaka, Lavantil, the UNC had that opportunity to renovate that building or demolish it post-haste and put up another something up there. They didn't do it. That was the opportunity to prove to the people that we are a viable alternative to the PNM. But they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So what do you want the people to think? What do you want them to do? You have to prove yourself to be a viable alternative when you get the opportunity.
That's it.
So what did they do, Tommy? What did they do?
Exactly. They dropped the ball.
Ask Kapiza and them. Kapiza, what did your party do, Kapiza? I'm asking you the question now, Kapiza. Kapiza, from 2011 to 2015. Now, let me give the UNC credit. The UNC did relocate most of the residents to, I think, Oropun, which is up by the airport somewhere up there, right, Tommy?
Yep.
Right. The UNC rightfully helped the people to be relocated to a new locations. Kamala, great job. We gave credit where credit is due. But Kamala, that is when the horse left the gates. And you had a right now to take it to the finish line. But when the horse get halfway down the track, he decided to run off the track. So now, Hailey, you prompt me here. Hailey just prompt me, you know. All UNC want to be like is the PNM. One and the same. The country don't need neither. Hailey, I keep saying, the PNM and the UNC party is not going anywhere. So you see that kind of politics, we really have to forget about that. They ain't going nowhere. The idea is about the leaders of the party. And let me say this. Now, for me, the building burned down in 2011. Dennis good night. The UNC came into power 2010. They relocated.
That's right.
They relocated the people to Oropon. They did a fantastic job. From 2011 to 2015, the building just sat there and rot. They had all kind of people going and living inside of there. That was a concreted up and everything, right? It stayed on there for 4 years. Nothing done to it. Absolutely zero. Right? Here comes 2015 now. The party who the residents of Laventille have never forsaken them. You see, I have said this, Tommy. The people of Laventille is in an abusive relationship with the PNM. They're in an abusive relationship. And when you get in an abusive relationship, you have to decide whether you're going to stay in the relationship or you're going to get out of the relationship. Right? Many people in this abusive relationship have decided to stay in the relationship for whatever reason. For whatever reason. Right? And I will tell you the type of abuse just now. But they decide to stay in that relationship. Now, when the PNM, the RPNM came into power in 2015, boy, we clap. Because in 2011, after the building burned down, Rowley walked in Chumaka Laventille. He walked with Donald Cox, who was the representative, right? I think for Mova Laventille East, Nylan Hippolyte, who was the representative for Laventille West, Nafisa Mohammed, who was the chairwoman for the San Juan Laventille Regional Corporation, and there was some other person in it. Right? He walked up there. He was in opposition. And I say, yes, yes, yes. We have a man who is going to live up to his expectation. He has some testicular fortitude. 2015 come. Yes, yes. He get elected into office. I say to my people in Chumaka, and I say, hold strain. We have a person now who cares about Laventille because he walk up there after the fire, he walk. 2015 come, they get in office, the RPNM in office now. 2020, nothing to me. I fighting for them to renovate the building. Now most of the PNM telling me, oh God, you ain't talk about that building. Remember Joan Jadube used to be here? Every time you talk about the building. Talk about something else now. All they can talk about is the building. 2020 come. Nothing happened. The RPNM gets elected to come back into office. Right? I still fighting for the building. I'm fighting for the building on Duncan Street for the Laventille to Wall Street Empowerment Center. I'm fighting for money to put in my pocket. I'm fighting for my constituency under a party that I support. Nada. Salt.
No, you didn't tell everything, and you were actually bringing the funding to set up the.
Yes. They didn't have to worry about a penny. All they had to do was to give me the building at $1 a month, right? Give me at least for 100 years, $1 a month. We renovate the whole building and we do. You rather do nothing. Nothing. All you have to do, and we have an organization set up in Trinidad. Yes? You rather do nothing. Nada. Salt. for the people of Laventille. But they give me a pool though. We get a pool.
A standpipe.
And a standpipe. When we hungry, we go and swim and we go drink water from the standpipe. That's what we go do.
And mind all the business.
Mind we business too. And we might talk to Nadia Batson and eat some jelly too. That's what we doing. Yeah. We got a standpipe, we could drink water. Right? When you're hungry, you go drink some water from the standpipe. You go and take a swim and mind your business. And if you know Nadia Batson, you go eat some jelly too. Right? And them that say, oh God, he ain't get nothing from the PNM. He ain't get nothing. The PNM ain't gave him nothing. That's why he acting so. He ain't get nothing from the PNM. Like if I ever ask him for anything. So, some set of people tell him about, hey, Wall Street didn't get what you want. I hear you wanted a job in a ministry in Trinidad. I go get a job in a ministry. A job in a ministry? Eh? You mean a minister? If you say was a minister, could I say, all right? But a job in a ministry? Look, get some right information, eh? Please. 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 It just, but anyway, we have a next one, right? So we always show you where was Karen. Everybody want to know where was Karen. So we show you where Karen was, right? And so, lo and behold, Tommy, look who come out and supporting Karen. I couldn't believe this.
I was near, had a beautiful holiday. You know my thing is politics and pan, I don't stray. So your girl come tonight to punk some politics. We come to punk some politics. I want to deal with the politics tonight. And the women and them who in the People's National Movement Party. Oh God, look my crystal ball. You know everything I tell all you on this crystal ball, all you come to see it, eh? Good night, tonight, good night. Politics, we boy jamming politics tonight. I want to start with this man. What's your name again? I'm a representative for out here, you know. Stuart Young. I want to deal with Stuart Young. Stuart Young, I want to deal with you bad. Use my representative from here to buy use about 10 houses. I'll come to deal with you tonight, Stuart Young. Pong for pong. If them woman in the party furred you, I inferred you. You see them woman in that party furred you, Twiggy inferred you at all. I respect everyone, I'm a minister, but I inferred all. You see how I like to disrespect woman? Stop disrespecting women. And if the woman in the party afraid to tell all you that, I telling all you, stop disrespecting woman. Stop disrespecting woman in the People's National Movement Party. Stuart Young is you I come to deal with. Use one of my representatives because you know the next side of my property you is representative. The man with the cold pot is on this side, which is Keith Scotland. We have an internal election in the party. I wasn't coming out here, you know. To be honest, I not really support to nobody. My girl not in the race, Penny not in the race. And everybody know I like my Penny. Penny not in no race, right? I rock back and I watching the game playing. And all of we is the People's National Movement people. All we women is the People's National Movement people. We are all fighting for a seat in the party. Leadership, deputy leader, what. We all going for a seat. Right? It have one woman there and two men. Boys, so where you name from Toko, the next man and Karen going up for leadership. You can't tell who to like and who not to like. I find it disrespectful coming on Karen. I find you too disrespectful coming wrong, Miss Karen. You have children, you have daughters, you have a wife, you have a mother. We are all PNM women in the party. What happened to the Women's League in the party? You stand up on a platform to disrespect a big woman, and all of these PNM women. And if you could do Karen that, what about the Women's League? Who it is again, you wouldn't do that in the party. Any one of them women stand a chance in the party if you could disrespect Miss Karen. I wrong, alright. I wrong, alright, sister. Right. If we could watch Miss Karen, right? That woman who leading it, that two man going up, two man, it's three of them going up as leader, as whatever it is, right? Two man and a woman, Miss Karen, the next one from Toko side, and the next man, I think it's Butcher or whatever is his name, right? You start to pick on the woman, you're calling the woman all kind of cockroach, all kind of this, all kind of that. You're disrespectful. I'm not standing up and see you do Karen that. Here's my representative are telling you in your face, but I'm not standing up and see you do Miss Karen that. I am serious everything. You're a disrespectful man. Your business stink inside, it stink outside. Why you deal with the people out there who your representative? Drink water and mind your business. There's an old car with no brakes and I standing up for women. And I got disrespect you do to Miss Karen. You hear me? I need them woman in the party can stand up and tell you you're disrespectful. I am telling you tonight you're disrespectful to women. Because you could do Karen that. Who's a woman? Eh? What happened to Miss Regis? When you were saying them who voted for something in the party, so you don't want no woman and no position in the party then. No PNM woman must have no position. Only other man must run for leadership. So no woman mustn't get nothing. Well, I back in Karen. You see this woman here? I back in Karen. You see this woman here? I back in she. I'm not Jersey. You see this woman here? I back in she. When you lose a back in she, it's too disrespectful. And you have a threat over she. It's a whole kind of man running. Look at this. You see this? We back in she. We back in she. You hear what I'm telling you? We back in she. I don't care what they say. When you lose, we back in she. It's too disrespectful.
Twiggy come out by. Twiggy say you're too disrespectful. Oh God, Twiggy. Twiggy ain't easy. You're not easy. But you see, sometimes people have to understand is the messenger, not the messenger. You know, is the message and she hit the nail on the head, man. If you could disrespect a woman like that, right? Calling she a potong and a termite, right? I mean, you don't have a wife, you don't have a daughter. You would like people to call your wife or daughter that? You know, Tommy, it's interesting, eh? When I see young ladies, the first thing I just think about is my daughter.
Must.
That's the first thing I just think about. Is my daughter. I know that I have a 23-year-old daughter, and I think about my daughter. And that allows me to be able to treat a young lady in a certain way. Then I think about my wife. You understand? And then I also think about my son. So it keeps me grounded, you know, in looking through the lens of my family to keep me grounded. Even if I'm a politician, same thing. But you see them fellas and them, right? They're high and mighty, you know, and they get up there, and all of a sudden, the RPNM, which is emboldened by R, right? It allows them to disrespect people because he is disrespectful.
You know, what happened is that this particular person feel that he's superior too.
Correct is right.
Probably to R himself also. He feels he's superior to R.
Yes, and Anderson, you are right. He's too disrespectful. And no one in the PNM, hey, Tommy,
calls him out. No one calls him out.
No one calls him out. Imagine if the roles were reversed, Tony, and one of us called people that look like him termites and potongs. You see what Kyrie Irving going through in this country for tweeting a movie? And by tweeting a movie, they're now accusing him of being anti-Semitic.
That is like playing the race card.
For tweeting a movie, Kyrie Irving is being accused of being anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitism. Right? Anderson says
something just had to leave alone because of the powers that be. But
yeah, but these are just questions you ask. And you must look at David Chappelle. He was on Saturday Night Live on Saturday.
I saw it.
Look at that. Right?
I saw Dave Chappelle.
He's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
I saw Dave Chappelle.
Yep. You see? So Stuart Young and them are emboldened by the leader who does call people names, and they feel they could get up on the platform and call people names as well. Right? So what do we have? What do we have? Right? The time has come. The time has come.
Cycle of disrespect.
Cycle of disrespect. If the leader could disrespect someone and you disrespect him, how the leader will reprimand you when he's disrespecting people too? Eh? How I go reprimand you, Tommy, if I disrespecting people and I am the leader? But people afraid to ask that question. And I understand. They're putting food on your table. Right? Anderson says Stuart Young needs to study his stepdaughter who was caught in a Zessa party. You know? So all these things, Tony, and we just heading on down that precipice, and we don't know where we go end up.
Yeah, I'm seriously wondering if the damage that is being done to your party, as you call it, could be repaired anytime soon.
It's repairable.
Your party is being described as the most or the strongest political entity in the Caribbean. But I'm wondering, even with all that strength, if the stains that are being meted out at this particular point on that institution could be blotted away that easily, or would it last for a very long time?
Well,
are you there?
Yeah, listen to this. I believe that, my belief is that, you know, Tommy, that's what it reminds me of. A head coach on a basketball team. Right? The team does be losing. All of a sudden, they change the head coach and they start to win. Then the Nets win like 2 or 3 games straight under the new coach.
Yep.
Sometimes the head needs to change. And by the head changing, it changes the environment. Things are not going to be as it used to be. And that's what the PNM is suffering from under this RPNM. Yeah, you were highly asking. I like to ask these questions. Me afraid to answer this question. Hailey says, PNM has done so much wrong and wickedness, yet you stay loyal. Would you say you are a slave to the slave master? Hailey, my kids growing up have done a lot of wrong too. I'm going to stay loyal to them regardless. You have difficulties in life. You may have difficulties with your wife. Some people could go and get a divorce. Some people are still loyal. I like to stay loyal And I like to change, sit down on the inside and try to change things. If your kids do certain things, you kick them out of the house? Do you kick them out of the house? When your kids misbehave, do you kick them out of the house? That told me?
Nope. Nope.
So Hailey,
Usually.
any kid that you have, Hailey, and they misbehave, you're supposed to have kicked them out of the house. Right? Any kid that you have, Hailey, that have misbehaved, you have to kick them out of the house. Kick them out of the house. Go somewhere else. And Lana, you are right. Loyal to the party, not the people in the party. Loyal to the party, not the people in the party. That's why I could come out and talk against the PNM. People can't come out and talk because they're afraid. They're afraid they're going to implement the 4 Ds on them. They're going to demonize them, discredit them, dismiss them, and then they're going to destroy them. Right? You know, Martin Luther King says, you don't have to see all the flights in the staircase, you know. You only have to see the first flight. That's it. If not me, then who? If not me, then who? 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 Maybe the UNC needs somebody like me too. I don't know. Maybe. But you see, folks, at the end of the day, I am about country. I am about country. Right? And to me, I want betterment for the country. I want people to stop suffering in the country. I want when you go to the hospital, right, you could get a bed to lie down in the hospital. You don't have to have a bed all in the hallway and you have to sleep on a bench. I want when you wake up in the morning and you want to go to Port of Spain, you're coming from Sandy, Granny, whatever, in an hour time you could be in Port of Spain. And when you're going back home, in an hour time you're back home. Those are some of the things I want. Crime, I want us to have 0 murders for the year. Those are the things that I want. And many other things. And I'm telling all you, me not to ask all you, country before party. Country before party. It's all about the country. Let me say I'm Minister of Sports. Let me tell all of this. Let me tell all of this now. For me, let me tell them this real quick. I don't know if I've said this, but listen. Let's say I'm Minister of Sports. One of the first things I'm doing, in the Ministry of Sports will be a department for scholarships, specifically dedicated to getting people in the 41 constituency in Trinidad who are athletically and academically inclined, sports scholarships. Because I went to school on a track and field scholarship, and that's how I get out, right, of growing up in Chumakak, Lavantil. Sports scholarship dedicated inside the Ministry of Sports. And that what that does is, instead of us, I'm saying us in Trinidad and Tobago, had to spend money on preparing these people to go to the Olympics, to go to World Championship, to go to Commonwealth Games, we can have the colleges preparing them to come back and represent the country in all these big games. Not only that, when they go to college now, they also have an opportunity to gain a degree, to gain an education fully paid for. So whatever little money we spending, with SAT classes, right? ACT classes, right? So they could have the correct score in order for them to get into colleges, right? it would all be there. Not only that, but we will also introduce boarding schools. So, for example, if you have finished your school in Trinidad, and you know you're not totally academically inclined, but you are excellent football player, you're excellent in track and field, you're excellent in swimming and golf, right? We let you go to a boarding school, and you go there for 2 years, and you bring up your academics. You bring it up, right? So then, right, you can be more marketable for a Division I school and get a scholarship. So these are just some of the small ideas, and it can be done easily. And finally, right, we could have had a sports development academy in Trinidad and Tobago today, just like they have the IMG Academy in Florida. And we could have been training people, right, have school in the sports development academy, just like IMG, because we spent $400 million on live sport, and we got absolutely zero of it. We spent close to $500 million on debt sport, and we got absolutely nothing out of it. If we had take half of that, 200 million, and start Sport Development Academy, we could have had sports tourism today, making money, people coming to Trinidad and Tobago for camps, we're making money, people coming on vacation, we having US dollars coming into the country, right? But I don't know, I was just a little boy from Trinidad.
Yeah, but live sport was a excellent opportunity for the UNC to really sink their teeth in, and that would have gotten them back another term if they had been successful with that.
Yeah, that was another great opportunity, because I met with Anil Roberts. And let me tell all you, I pitched the idea to Anil Roberts, and I pitched it to Daryl Smith. And both of them, no matter what song say both of them was the same end result, salt. So what's the difference? What's the difference? Right?
Well, I have several ideas for the culture, which is the steel van, the carnival, and the calypso, but I'm not going to try to share that over the air at this particular time.
You know, to me, it is kind of sad that Anselm, what is this Heidi saying here? Anselm, a son's shame is the death of a father's soul, eh? So talk nonsense, a sinner is a sinner. I don't understand that. Ali, what's the question you asked? At least I'm not answering this question. What's the question? Why does the 15 love the PNM? Ali, what's the question? I don't know what question. I just answered the question. Yeah, I mean, I am loyal to not the people in the party, right? I'm loyal to anything to make the country better. Yeah, I'm loyal to anything to make the country better. Anything to make the country better. That's where my loyalty stands. Anything to make the country better, right? But Tommy, this happened with this company. These guys, I guess, robbed this company, and they did a great job. Watch this, man. Then cut through the Tommy. Look at that. So the men cut through that, Tommy. You see that?
So nobody sees that.
You see what I mean? Cut through that, boy?
I don't know if nobody saw that, the effort it took to do that. Nobody was around.
I think they have cameras, and the cameras saw the cars that were stolen and thing, but them fellas and them.
Yeah.
Tommy, I don't know, boy. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, no? I really and truly. I don't know
That's resulting from desperation. What is that desperate, you think?
There seem to be, there's no hope. It seemed like it's getting extreme and extreme. The other day, 5 Venezuelans tie up some people, right? 5 Venezuelans. Let me see if I have that one.
That's the Sangre Grande.
Yeah, someplace. They tied them up, man. It just seemed to be getting out of hand, man. You know? Yeah, boy. And this, there don't seem to be any end in sight, man. So what are we gonna do, Tommy? What's some of these solutions, boy? What are some of these solutions that we are facing? Hold on, I forgot to play this. Hold on. Yeah, hold on a minute, Tony.
Yeah. Miss Karen to share, we need you. Discipline, production. Tolerance. And that's all we need. Red Army. Yeah. We restoring the vision. The PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, we don't make a decision. Yeah, we restoring the vision. The PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, one love, no division. Yeah, whoa. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family. I'm always defeated. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always beefy them. I see leaders come and go, full the pocket and the throw. Lion promise to get me out, Miss Karen to share and we need you. Cause we know you're competent, brilliant, intelligent, woman of class and elegance. Bring back the love, no violence. We got your back, put in the work. Cause you put poor people first. Be a strong woman like you, long time we are search. We restoring the vision. The PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision. We don't make a decision, yeah. We restoring the vision. The PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision. One love, no division, yeah. Whoa. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family. I'm always defeated. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family. I'm always defeated. Misusing power like land they plow. Lost the THA, tell me how. This losing streak must stop ya now. Me show me can, when I call no foul. Strong leader, make a strong country. Never turn a blind eye when people hungry. Mr. Shira is the real leader for we. We got your back put in the work, cause you put poor people first. Be a strong woman like you, long time we are search. We restoring the vision, the PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, we don't make a decision, yeah. We restoring the vision, the PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, one love, no division, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always be for them. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always be for them. Miss Karen Nunes to Sheriff, TNT need you now or never. Full support from Jabby and the family.
So we are back with you. Lana says, if Karen lose on the next count out of Trinidad and going by Chavez, Eileen says, and Lana, that's the problem. No attraction for tourism in hot weather country with beautiful beaches, culture for year. That's no vision by the government. But Heidi, look, you're agreeing with me now, and you was talking all kind of thing just now. So Lana, put closing comments. Heidi, put closing comments. Rennie, put closing comments. Albert Montano, put closing comments. Albert says the record and history will show all the countries with a lot of poverty has very high crime rate. Yeah, but we could fix that though. Yeah. Yep, them in the PNM, I'm afraid, can clean up the PNM party and make it holy and better. Full 100. I no joke. They're afraid that they want to keep the RPNM. Crime is already out of control, and people calling to say the police cannot be everywhere and stop saying poverty is the cause of crime. That's Albert. Terrence wins St. Joseph's seat, but Monctop Secondary School still in shambles, and they put up PNM poster in the school with Terrence. Nadia says we like it so. Yeah, we like it so. We like it so. We're free. Nadia talking to Rennie. I heard you behave bad, boy. So let me go back. Yeah, Albert, Lana, Rennie, Hailey, Nadia, Capiza, Rose. I see Takesha, boy. Ken John, Denise G, if you're still there, put comment. Eugene Julian, put comment. Ken John.
And Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson, if you're still there, put comment to Rose. Yeah, I don't know why. I like I don't know, Anderson give Akira the phone tonight, or Akira take the phone from him, one or the other. Something happened. Some type of little mashup in between there. You know? I really know what is going on. So folks, we're going to go for a quick station identification. Stick and stay. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this short message.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Anderson, emergency, emergency, emergency. I don't know who it is. Oh. No, but I don't know. Anderson say, I was on work Wall Street. Anderson have his phone laughing loud. So Akira was on work. Akira. I don't know. Anderson, stop typing for your wife now, man. Anderson phone says, I was on work Wall Street. Anderson has his phone. If Anderson have his phone, how come Anderson typing for what Akira saying? Tommy, like she texts Anderson and tell him to type this out.
I don't know. It's a little confusing at this point.
Yeah, Anderson is saying, I don't know. Anderson, I don't know if it's Anderson. Akira, I don't know if it's we didn't see Joy Smith tonight. But Anderson said he was on work. Akira said she was on work. And Anderson has his phone. But Anderson typed what Akira say. I ain't get it.
No, what she's implying that she didn't she wasn't able to give him back his phone. He had his phone. She wasn't even there. That's what she's saying.
She wasn't there when?
To take possession of his phone.
Oh, but wait. All right. Here she said, well, I know. Oh, Akira says she typing on Anderson's phone. Oh, okay. We don't get it. So Akira give Anderson the phone, and then she take it back from him to type and send the message. Right? That's what it is. Right? Okay, Akira, I understand now. But please, give Anderson back his phone, please, because we just called for him and we just really miss him. We want him to be in the village, right? So Akira, you could type a closing message for Anderson, or you could give Anderson back the phone. Oh God, let me stop this. Let me stop this. All right, but we didn't see Joy Smith. What was Joy Smith's wife's name again, boy? Tommy, remember?
No, Diana would remember though.
Yeah, no, I remember. I don't remember who it is, but Joy Smith gave phone taken away too. But we just have so much people that lose their phone in here. All right. So, Tommy, we will like to see things get better in Trinidad.
Oh, most definitely.
We will like to see the crime rate in Trinidad go down. We like to see solutions that can make the people more comfortable, right? Because it's my understanding, as soon as it becomes dark, the place like a ghost town.
I don't blame it. I don't blame the people. I don't blame anyone for taking cover as soon as they can see their hand.
Yeah, but that's not our country, though. We want our country to be, safe, and you feel when you go home, especially when you come back from foreign, you feel like, man, you want to feel safe, man. You feel kind of, you're scared.
But people were living in jail for a long time in Trinidad. From the first day they started to have to put up bars on their windows.
Yeah.
It's jail.
Mm-hmm.
It's just getting worse as time moves on.
Yeah. But folks, just remember, this too will pass. And as the Foster say, could we rise again? I absolutely believe that Trinidad and Tobago can rise again. We just have to get the right leadership with the testicular fortitude to do what's right for the country, as opposed to doing what's right for the party or what's right for certain financiers. We have to start to put people first, right? And yes, the parties want to come into power to run the country, but we have to put people first. We have to be people-centered, rather than being party-centered. All right, party-centered means, you're looking out for a set of people, and you're ignoring the other people because they may have voted for the other party. And I think both parties should be doing that, should be thinking about that, and should be telling the people that that's the idea. We're not about, if we get into power, we're just going to look out for people who support us. It's all citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, no matter what party you support. That's what it should be about. So, folks, from where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall. So that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. See you. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, and my mic was muted. Like I said, that still love is still the key to life. And if we want life, we have to live in love. And once we live in love, we'll have a better nation. As a matter of fact, it's the only solution. So let's live in love and keep on keeping on. Everybody be safe out there. We'll see you next show. It's been a pleasure being here in the village. Love you all.
Thank you, Tommy. So let's go see what closing comments we have here. Okay. Capiza say what? Some don't forget my PNM. My PNM. I don't know. Oh, your PNM jerseys. All right. Yeah, Lana say, who does the government have advisors? Can they think for themselves, or is the advisors running the country? Yeah, I don't know. Nadia says good night, Tommy.
Good night, Nadia.
She says good night. Capiza jokey though. Capiza says, Ansem, will you go back to Troop Mackerel and bathe under the standpipe? Yes, absolutely. I will. And let me tell you this, next time I go back, I'm going to bathe under the standpipe, and I'm going to do a selfie. I'm going to do a video with me bathing by the standpipe. Yep. Hey, look, my partner, Anderson boy, my closing comment was, I'm supporting Karen full 100. This is Akira. I was listening to the program at work in the airport. Hey, Akira supporting Karen, boy. What, Akira? Hey.
Respect.
Full respect, Akira. Nudge Anderson for me now.
Heidi's comments.
No. Huh?
You seen Heidi's comments?
I'll coming back up there. Oh, you want to read it?
No love for community can bring joy and happiness. The unhappy person brings illness to the heart. Live every day fully peaceful and inherit glory. Pure love challenges everyone. All right.
Here you go, Hailey. Nadia says, bless good night to everyone in the village. Till Thursday, please God, blessings to all, sweet dreams. Thank you, Nadia.
You see what Lana says?
What she say?
Ask them, don't forget the coal, the calabash and blue soap when you're bathing by the standpipe.
Nadia, I gonna bathe by the standpipe. The one where they just putting up in Chumaka. I gonna bathe by it.
Peter says support does not equal votes.
Rennie Mohammed says we are all one people under the same sun. Peace and love, everyone. Lana said, bless good night to my WZYE family. Stay safe till we meet again. Love in the house. Capiza says Trinidad and Tobago government don't know how to market the country to tourists. That is true. All you see Duke doing it. I mean Duke. Fali doing it.
Fali doing it and taking heat.
Go on, Tommy.
I said Fali doing it and taking heat from Duke.
Correct is right. I mean, anyway. Yeah, Albert says a country is judged by the way they treat their poor and government must relish their public servants, and their job is to serve the population well. You know, as you say that highly, I mean, Albert, Jimmy Carter have a quote. Jimmy Carter quote on dealing with Jimmy Carter quote. Okay, I want to read this one as Stormy said that on treating the poor. Jimmy Carter has a quote that says that. Here it is. The measure of a society is found in how they treat their weakest and most vulnerable citizens.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there are those who said you measure them by how they treat their elderly and children.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't know, something happened. Hold on.
Heidi says again, I want everyone to try being peaceful and love for one. It is the hardest thing to do. Trust me, I've been trying hard. And bad energy keeps messing me up. Sorry to hear that, Heidi. Kapi said, we know that. He says what Fali needs is his own party. And a few good Indians. Oh my goodness. You need more than a few, you need many.
I'm sorry about that. I had to kick myself out because I had to kick myself out.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to kick myself out because something happened there.
Okay. Were you hearing me?
No, I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Who did you read?
I read Heidi's next comment.
Oh. No love for community. You read that one, right?
Right, and he said, I want everyone to try being peaceful and love for one. It is the hardest thing to do. Trust me, I've been trying hard, and bad energy keeps messing me up.
Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm looking for Albert. Right, a country judged by the way they treat their poor and government must relish their public service, and their job is to serve the population. Lana says to Stuart Little and others, be the woman that fixes another woman's crown instead of telling the world it was crooked. Hailey says, America's spring break should be a cash grab for Trinidadians because Americans should be coming to Trinidad for spring break. But that's what Sports Development Academy would do. Albert says the front line of PNM are afraid their names will be called in an investigation and crazy spending over the last 7 years. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, we're going to go to this one here. This is a great one from
Used to be everyone could afford to live right, just to feel nice, didn't need no paradise. Now open your eyes, look around, smoke in the city, and what was pretty, crying out for sympathy. So bring back the old time days, bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone cared for each other, lived like brothers, respected one another. In times gone by, we used to share, together we'd make do. And if I draw a susu, what was mine was yours too. I know them days done pass and gone, and I know that life must carry on. But if I must join in with the pack, then I'm going back, I'm going back, yeah, yeah, back to the old time days, back to them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Yes, bring back the old time days, bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time.